Hello and welcome once again to my podcast, Dr. Said Says. I'm Dr. Cedric Wood, and I'm going to be talking about the war over in Iran. I guess we can call it a war, right? I mean, all the bombing that's going on. Hundreds have been killed in Iran. I think a couple of dozen have been killed in Israel. I mean, we might consider, well, that's not that much. Each and every one of those people killed, it was everything. It was everything to them. Their whole life is gone now. And what blows my mind is I'm not hearing either side how how horrible that is. I just, how can somebody get to be so high up in a government, and this includes President Trump, and not be able to say, we're so sorry. We don't want to bomb your buildings, right? We don't, but we had to. So that's step one, step two. But where's the empathy? This has got to be a horrible thing to you instead of this this arrogance of, well, we did it and we did a good job and everything's great. No, for the people that lost their lives, everything's not great. President Trump should have said, we have a goal of not one person being killed. That's our goal. And Israel should be having that as a goal. And Iran should be having that as a goal. We don't want anybody to, of course, those two would say, yeah, no, we want people to die. Okay, what does that make you? It makes you an unhealthy person. Okay? And so what I'm starting to do right now is to talk about personality. I'm just shocked beyond belief that there are no psychologists being interviewed. Maybe they have their podcasts. I don't know where they are. There should be a place. I mean, I guess I could search for podcasts. Well, why aren't they on the TV news? Why isn't somebody saying, according to the podcast of Dr. John Smith, as he says that the personality of Iranians have been for many, many years sociopathic. You know, they're of the dark side. And if that's true, if that's their approach, then they should be encouraged not to be that way. What I'm trying to get into is that we all have to struggle with our personality, and we all fall on a spectrum, from evil to a saint. I mean, there it is. That's the two extremes. Where are you in there? And what are the adjectives? What are the descriptors for your behavior? Well, every leader in the world should be open to the psychologists from their country to say, your behavior is kind, or it's caring, or it's secretive, or it's manipulative, or it's disingenuous. Where are the adjectives? Let's describe the leaders of Iran. We need a regime change, Netanyahu says. Well, why? Because the regime that's there is controlling and demanding and, well, cruel. A lot of the citizens would say they are, I'm blanking, just so cruel. And therefore, you need to stop being that way. We all need to be able to look in a mirror and say, how am I being in my relationship with my family, with my friends, with my clients, with the population that lives in the country that I'm the president of or the dictator of? What would they say about my behavior? What would you say about Putin's behavior? It's cruel. It's demanding. It's psychopathological. And so ideally, and then people say, since your behavior is that way, don't you want to change and become a good person? I mean, it's like Putin is deciding to behave badly. It's okay if I behave badly because we want to own all of Ukraine. But you have to kill hundreds of thousands of people. Stop killing people. Offer to buy the country from the citizens for $100 billion. They might say, okay, well, if each citizen would get $1 million, they might say, vote for that. Let's go be in the Russian Federation. Don't go in there with tanks and rockets and guns. Civilized people don't do that. So you're owning that you are uncivilized? I'm not going to go any further than that. All I can say is that I'm going to continue working on and will present at a later time a psychoanalysis, an examination of the psychodynamics of the whole situation. I can't wait to present it to you. I'm not going to present it to you now, but look forward to that, and I'll have it up on my next podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Dr. Cedric Wood. You call me and you let me know what you think. Have a good week. Bye for now.